Alright, we finally found the cows. They like the music, right?
Look at them looking at us.
They're out here using the cell tower.
Lulu's back in town.
See you guys later!
Hey, vinyl community, and welcome YouTubers from everywhere. Yeah, I missed Record Store Day. That's the first time since I got back into collecting records. Was on a big 2-week road trip and got back late about the time of Record Store Day, and I didn't even know it was coming up. Of course, I don't have to miss all of them because there's 2 more of these drops, so I'll check those out. Now, when you're camping in the desert or when you're camping in the mountains at night, you need a headlamp so you can see where you're going in the dark. And it's very important and very valuable. I felt so guilty. I went over to my record store yesterday. Hadn't been in my record store for a little while. Had to buy a record, and that motivated me with the record I picked up to show a couple more records. So let's see what's there. So what was my not record store day purchase? Santo and Johnny. Their first record. Now, their first record was a 45 RPM single that everybody knows, Sleepwalk, very famous. One of the reasons I like this was on the wall at my store, didn't get this digging. Had to pay $30 for it. There's only one for sale on Discogs at $31, and you'd have to pay postage. But seeing them and their instruments, I thought was good. There were a fairly famous group, not just a one-hit wonder. Of course, Sleepwalk was their big hit. They did have a few other albums that charted. This is their first album, 1959. Really nice, clean condition. Kind of blah on the label. Santo and Johnny, quite interesting. They had a long career. This record's fairly valuable. Their first one, hard to find, but you can find lots of Santo and Johnny's in the dollar bin, especially if they're not in too great a condition. One of the interesting things, they were more popular in Europe later on than they were here, so they had quite a few records issued on obscure Italian labels. And again, even though they didn't get extreme success in the United States, they were popular enough worldwide that they had groups all around the world imitating them, using names not Santo and Johnny, but something that sounded similar. And my friend Kaiwaza, who does all the Hawaiian videos, he's done a couple videos talking about the Santo and Johnny and their knockoffs and showing some of the records and talking about them. So if you have more interest in that, check out Kaiwaza, one of our good members of the vinyl community. So I'll maybe pick up another one or two of Santo and Johnny, but I'm happy to have this record. Cleaned up that Santo and Johnny record and put it on, and it sounded great, and I think Discogs labeled it the Space Age lounge kind of stuff, exotic or something. I would have thought of it because of the Sleepwalk being a big hit back in 1959, my era, that I would have put it in my early rock and roll category, but it got me in the mood for a little bit more of that kind of stuff. Now, these records I've picked up in the past. I'm going to show 2 records that got out of the dollar bin when my store, well, they weren't the dollar bin. My store had a big sale, and they put a lot of stuff on sale for $1. Ramsey Lewis. We don't see much Ramsey Lewis, and he's a fairly famous jazz musician, still performing today. This record here, I think 1962. Country Meets the Blues, the Ramsey Lewis Trio, and it's quite interesting when you look at the titles here. He does Your Cheating Heart, and then he goes to St. Louis Blues, Blueberry Hill, Country Meets the Blues, Memphis in June, I Need You So, I Just Want to Make Love to You, Tango Weed, and My Bucket's Got a Hole in It. This is really an excellent record, and I think quite unusual for 1962. Country meets the blues. And that got me thinking about Ramsey Lewis. So, of course, probably one of his most common records. You see these in the dollar bin all of the time. Ramsey Lewis, Never on Sunday. I really like this one. And this, again, these are common. You can find them. This one is a VG+++, really clean. I played this last night, and I just really enjoy this. We might call it smooth jazz. We could even put it in the easy listening. Now, this next one that I'm going to show you a picture of here, I have the record, but I don't know where it is, and one of the reviewers said this was the record that cemented Ramsey Lewis's in the music community, and but he's just making tons of records ever since. So, Ramsey Lewis. Another record, Eric Clapton, Crossroads. Oh wait, this is not a record. It's a 4 CD set. It's near mint. I got it at one of my record store sales for $1. You open this baby up, comes with a really nice book. Worth $1 to get this book. 4 CDs, near mint, $1. Here's the list. I'm really happy to have this. This particular one was from, I think, '89. Was when the CD era come out and the records weren't going. But a recent record that are records that I picked up recently. Genius Simplified, Eric Clapton, live in 12 bars. This matches a documentary that he did. Now, you look at the titles here, you might think there's a little duplication between the titles. No, I checked the songs. There might be 1 or 2 duplications, but similar type thing here is it has stuff from the early period, from Mayall and the Blues Bakers, and from Cream, and Delaney and Bonnie, and Eric Clapton. These 4 LP set with all the information on the back of each one. Really happy to have this set. Now, this was mastered at Abbey Road, so probably from digital, but still sounds good. I have a lot of the original records that are on here, so why would I get this? Well, it has everything in one place, and it has the books and the booklets that come with them that kind of give you the story and puts it all together. So I'm making you all a threat now. Eric Clapton doesn't get much love in the vinyl community. I'm a fan because I can separate the art from the artist. And a lot of people, they get irritated at the artist, and then they don't like the art. But my threat is, I've been thinking about it for a long time. I'm going to do a Eric Clapton video and show all of my Eric Clapton records. Now, he's made a shit pot full of records, and I don't have all of them. But, so if you're not afraid, get ready. That's going to be coming up here in the near future. So I say, keep 'em spinning, and see you all down the trail.
Happy trails to you until